Okay, gonna do something for the king here, um, and highlight this topic because this is of my prerogative, and I'm personally affected by this mission. So I am to continue on as I am directed, as my personal mandate, Don Quixote sort of thing. I don't know. Nobody's asking me to do this, but nonetheless, um, yeah, I've been to the UK. I went to Edinburgh and the borders, and it's not like the UK is any different than other places. So we'll just use the government's official information. Now, just remember, every time you accept a cookie, that means that the website knows and the admin knows through the data, the metadata, that you visited the website. Daberneck. Okay, let's go by the methods. Hanging, strangulation, and suffocation. Holy shit, you guys are fucking hardcore. Oh my god. Most people cut their wrists over here. Where like they swallow a bunch of pills. Oh my god. Oh, this is a desktop website. I don't like this. This 59% hanging, strangulation, or suffocation. How do you suffocate yourself? That's what I want to know. That's a new one to me. I never thought about it. Okay, back to the top. Main points. So 10.7 deaths per 100,000. It's about the same as Canada. 3/4. Yep, that falls in line. Males succeed more often. Women attempt more often. And women do it for attention. Men do it. Um, I forget the reasoning. And obviously, the royalty in the parliament doesn't want people to kill themselves. Everything, because again, when someone dies, when someone commits suicide, it spreads the grief to everybody else, and it removes the opportunity to make yourself or to do something better, even if you're down in the gutter train spotting. Everybody has a chance to make something better of themselves. Since it's mentioning the Republic of Ireland, let's look up the suicide rate during the Troubles. The Guardian. So obviously, this is a question of existential crises. Like, what am I doing? What is my life? Uh, what why am I alive still? What's the point? I'm too burnt out and I can't get out of these drug addictions because there's no resources available, and my whole city or my whole town judges me for whatever reason. Because peer pressure is one of the reasons why people, well, okay, so that of course that highlights bullying. That's one of the reasons, or at least the motivating factors as to why people attempt suicide in the first place. And as I've highlighted before on Facebook, not just with Shirtless Bro, but the other material, that young people are experiencing suicidal ideation at a much higher rate than in the past, and at a younger age. And that more or less has to do with the perception and I call it, what's it, the bombardment, the bomb blasting. Part of my farts. Um, that has to do with uh, cultural, religious, and ethnic, actually, conflicts. And of course, the UK is known for having uh, conflicts that go hundreds of years back. Come on, then, do your job. Whoopsie. And of course, some people have a problem, uh, again, having to do with white guilt, or the white man's burden, and colonialism, and all of this other ideological bullshit that leads people to hate themselves. But if you're English, there's no reason to hate yourself, or Irish, or Welsh, or Scottish. Okay, I'm not going to read this whole thing because I don't want to waste anybody's time. But yeah, violence begets violence. And the other thing that I want to highlight before I end this particular video is the Great Replacement theory, which is also a means of terrorism by population density. So the importation and the erasure of ethnic uh, Anglo Saxons by Arabs and Africans, quite frankly. And I know it's not nice to talk about, but that's the truth. And when there's more population from those areas of the world, they have an advantage. But what they have an advantage in numbers, they don't have an intelligence. So know thy enemy as thyself.